interesting model we have here. What is it? I know, you don't? So let's find out, I guess.
McDonald's is so tasty and delicious. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I think I just got diabetes.
If anyone's got a clue, that is me. Alright, so I'm just gonna list you a few clues that we have within the box. If I can, that won't give away clues of any types. So yeah, so first of all, there's definitely, it would be the one that stands out the most would be the Bamboo Airlines logo right there. So that means it's gonna have to be something from Bamboo Airlines, obviously. Then after that you move up to this turtle sign. So it says save the turtles. What do they mean by save the turtles? You know, what do they mean by that? And then we move to the side of the box. You see it's a door. But what type of door? What type of door? This is the other side. What type of door? Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, you should have. It's the Embraer E195 Bamboo AIrways Save the Turtles livery. Yeah. Did I get that correct? I think I did. So yeah. So I'm gonna tell you more about this, you know, the backstory of this aircraft and Bamboo AIrways itself. So basically, essentially, this aircraft right here that you see here is painted in a special livery, Save the Turtles, obviously to commemorate, obviously to, you know, let the world know, whoever, you know, sees this aircraft, that, you know, we should save turtles, obviously, because they are endangered or whatnot. And then, yeah, basic box with interesting design. This is a JC Wings one, if you didn't notice by now, due to no markings involved. You know what not? JC is like one of the few no markings involved other than Panda. And because I know JC is the only, and Gemini are the only ones with Embraer mode, so yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about this aircraft. So, it was originally for Flybe and Golf Foxtrot Bravo Echo Lima. Obviously it's an ERJ195, as I've said earlier, Embraer 195. And was delivered in 2008, the June of 2008, with configuration of 18 economy, and it stands the same all the way until today. And it was leased until 2017. Well, technically it was returned. Yeah, so it kept being leased out here and there, like by different lessors to Flybe until 2019 when Flybe shut down. Then it was transferred to Stobart Air in Ireland under Echo Lima Golf Golf Alpha in February 2019, and then was ferried to from Exeter to Southend, because Exeter is where Flybe is based, if I'm correct, before they went bankrupt. And then it was just stored there, I think, rarely used, I would say, and then was withdrawn from use in July of 2019, and then was picked up by the one of the airlines that started in early 2019, which was Great Dane Airlines in, obviously, Denmark, and was delivered in June 2019 and was used on its flights around the whole region of Europe from, I don't know, I never flew Great Dane, so yeah. Anyway, and then after that, and the other registration it took was Oscar Yankee Golf Delta Bravo, OYGDB, which remains to this day and was used when it was under Bamboo AIrways. And it was leased to Bamboo AIrways on September of 2020 and then returned in May of 2021. So this was used as a, you know, well, it was used along with 5 other E195s. Please note that Embraer 195 and a 190 differs in the fact that the 195 is slightly bigger and can carry more passengers. It's essentially a stretch variant. They leased the E195s for quite a while. I think about 6 to 7 months period before they were returned in May. Obviously, the E190s are still there because Bamboo actually bought them. What I'm thinking here is that they ran the Embraer 195 on regional routes as trials, because 2020, as you know, it's the COVID-19 pandemic. So yeah, but anyway, let's get into the whole aircraft itself. So aircraft code, model number is XX4286. So yeah, X-ray 4286. So we take this aircraft out. Mind you, the doors, right, are actually for the doors of the aircraft, because Bamboo aircraft actually have the main, the L1 and R1 doors on the front actually painted in the bamboo green because it looks good. Then obviously the other doors are just white. It looks good. I mean, it just shows, it just makes it stand out that much. So yeah. Anyway, we got this. So plastic wrap on the top, I think, because you can see it's not being pressured on the tail here. So we're gonna open from this side, and there you go. There she is. Small, but not too small, I would say, because Gemini Jets and Embraer JCWings produce some of the smallest aircraft ever. If you've seen my Mars Wings ATR or the Firefly ATR video, you should go and check them out. Actually, yeah, I'm not joking. It actually is. You know. So yeah, admire this for a while. I look from my pad and see there's any Embraer writings, and there's none. So we're just gonna put it at the A380. Actually, I'm gonna start putting all my unknown aircraft with unknown designated markings under the A380 and M747-8 side. Now, if you see, yeah, okay. So very few aircraft have Embraer ERJs have been produced, like in 1400, like E170s, 175s, 190, 195s. That is the basic family. I don't even think they have a mold for the E2 series, Embraer E-Jet E2 series, but yeah. So this is an interesting one to pick up, and for the price I got, which is about $30 US, I think it's not bad. But we shall leave the aircraft to say for itself. So we start off with the nose here, where it's got like JC quality detail. It's got all your sensors, pitot tubes, AOA sensors, the usual, and then you have beautiful nose. I mean, since it is the only ERJ, and I think they've really perfected it really well. I mean, I've seen ERJ models, like 3D models online, and this looks like the real thing. They've got the nose really well. Yeah, I think maybe just this top here should be a bit more angled sharper. I think definitely was what I'll say, but not much of a hindrance. Then you head over to your bamboo door. The thing is that this camera can only zoom up to 42mm, so you know, the detail that they put into this with the printing, right, is really out of this world. I mean, nothing more I can say. It's just so detailed to that point. It's unbelievable. Okay, so you've got your bamboo door, like I said, and then Bamboo AIrways. Now, the interesting thing about Bamboo AIrways logo, like the wording, right, is that the M, the middle stock is actually green, basically like a bamboo. Yeah. It's interesting. Airways, and then definitely you've got yeah, then you have the Bamboo AIrways is just top down format instead of a left to right format. I think this could also be down to what's at the back, Save the Turtles logo. Then you follow down. The wing looks fine, particularly clean. I don't think there's any faults you can miss on that. Clean and nicely shaped, I would say. Beautiful. No special on the winglets. So yeah, we move on to the rear. We have to Save the Turtles. Now, if you can't see what is the mosaic lighting on the turtles, I think definitely that's why it will be. I think it's like plastic waste sort of thing. So yeah, so the encouragement here being that you know it's turtles in plastic, because this is just something I know. Turtles are endangered because many keep dying from ingesting plastic bags, which are supposedly like jellyfish underwater, just without tentacles, I guess. So turtles mistake them, eat them, and then die of what's that one called? Starvation and lack of drowning. Yeah, lack of oxygen is drowning in water. Yeah, so basically just to educate the fact that turtles die from plastic, so be careful with the plastics in water. It says Save the Turtles. Then you go back here. Oh my, this is my first bamboo aircraft, and boom, look at that bamboo livery. Basically the livery is essentially, the blue is a bit like water, and then the whole green thing that's going up, that's the bamboo stalk, and then this is like the bamboo sapling. The small one is a sapling. So interesting fact. Yeah. basically talks about maybe a bamboo, so it's very nice look. I love this livery a lot. I wanted to get the 7879 from NG and the A321 Neos, but there's a few reasons down to that. So at the time I was more into Phoenix at the time because I wasn't ready for NG prices yet. And the next thing was that I could have opted for the cheaper option of Gemini, but I knew they were too crappy anyway, so yeah, but definitely now, looking back, my dealer has, I think, sold all the way out of Bamboo, NG Bamboos. I think they left only the 320 Neos, and I mean, NG narrow bodies are really a hard, I wouldn't say it's very value for money, definitely paying around, the same, when you can spend the same amount of money at about extra, maybe $4-5, $4-5 you'll be able to get a wide body. I don't see the value of money there being worth, unless you're talking about something special, maybe like the recent Skymark 737, the Pokemon livery, those types. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking about getting it, but I first need to finish getting some of my other models that require them to be filmed all at one go, because they are meant to be, I think, videoed as a set. So yeah, anyways, then we got the tail elevator and rudders beautifully modeled. You can see that there's the proper indentation for the rudder control surface and beautiful silver lining. I mean, if you want to look on the other side, it's basically in Vietnamese. So I don't read Vietnamese, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. So Save the Turtles basically just becomes Vietnamese version, and like I said, green doors on one end, one left, one and right, one, which is the doors. They've obviously got your emergency slides. The tail is beautiful, like it's situated very nicely. Like, it doesn't look like it was like, you can tell obviously it's slotted in, but it makes it look like it's very seamless. And if you're wondering the thickness of this thing, it's about the thickness of my index finger, and I'm average BMI, so you can see where this is going. Yeah, now if you look to the underside, oh my god, word, that is a lot of detail. Now if we look to the underside here, oh man, this is beautiful. Like, just stunningly amazing. All that detail with the ram, bleed air valves, ram air turbines. I think if I'm correct, the ram air turbines are located inside here. You've got the bleed valve. You've got this beautiful antenna that's actually on Embraer aircraft. Where it's a slight extension out. Here, this whole line stretch. Nice. You've got the APU, exhaust APU, intake here. You've got so many intricate sensors just below the gear. Your strobe light. You've got nice detailing of the cargo door and the nose gear. Yeah. Although, and I think, yeah, the rear wheels are actually rollable. You can roll. Although I do want to point out one thing, JC is trying not to be like Phoenix. Yeah, so never ever make the mistake of covering you purposely meant to be covered wheel wells with resin. You can just put my knife through. It's a fake knife, huh? Don't take me out of TOS YouTube. It doesn't go through. You can see there's a resin, so it doesn't pass through fully. It only goes through half the wheel well. So sad. Then sadly the front nose is non-rollable. It's quite static, and this is the type where it can actually break easily. It's the type where if you put this like wheel and you move it around too much, the whole thing just snaps on you. Yep, like the whole thing just breaks off. So be careful. And you've got beautifully intricately detailed tail and whatnot. So yep. So obviously don't do this too much, or you're just gonna snap the whole nose gear into two. What I would suggest is, if you want to roll it on the rear gear, because the main gears are always more sturdy than the front. That's what I will say. But most of the time you won't be doing that unless you're trying to do a stop motion, which is interesting. Yeah, if anybody thinks I should do a stop motion of this whole scene where essentially I do airport operations, do say that so in the comments. I'll actually try and do it. But yeah, anyway, overall, how would I rate this? I would say 8. It's a brilliant 8. The mold is good. I can't seem to find any defects, quality control, errors. But I will say, fix the resin. And I think also maybe edge for slightly more detail. I think we can put more detail. Oh yeah, I forgot to show the wings. They are beautiful. Beautiful. Simply lovely. Engines are nicely detailed. Obviously it's too small to fit to be able to make a hollow one. So yeah. So I think 8 out of 10. Other obviously deductions for the nose gear style. I think definitely they could have still have done something that could make rolling. They could have made it roll, and obviously the resin fill. But I think other than that, I mean, not bad that they included a hole for the stand. So like I said, 8 out of 10. If you want to see more aircraft like this, let me know any aircraft you want me to review. Like Asiatic aircraft. That means from Asia. Do let me know. Asia includes East Asia and Southeast Asia. It's very hard to convince me to go to South Asia because there's not much of a special livery for me there. Yeah, but anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and as always, subscribe to the channel, and then if you'd like to see more of this. I'm also planning Explain 11 live streams. I don't know, but yeah, mostly I'm gonna be flying out of Singaporean airports because it's just so small that it's very easy to travel everywhere. Like from Singapore, the Singaporean airports, I can go to Batam or Senai, so it's very good for short haul flights, which I really, for short jumping flights for general aviation aircraft, which I really want to do. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be streaming on YouTube, so better subscribe to that channel if you want to know more, and if you want to know when I'm gonna stream, and click on that notification bell. Make sure it shows that you are notified fully of any video that I do. Yeah, then you will know when I'm streaming and when my videos are gonna premiere and come out, like this one. So see you guys next time.